J Jinx!
Truck stop!
So this morning I went to a little bodega down the road from my house. I've been in there plenty of times before, and they have one of those acrylic knife displays, the kind that kind of turn, and they got a bunch of Mall Ninja crap in there, but there was nobody else in the store, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy one today. And I bought this. I paid $15 for it, and I was drawn to it because of the interesting artistic choice. You see this anodized, well, I guess technically it's titanized, titanium anodized, there we go, trim piece that kind of goes and outlines the perimeter of this knife. And you can see down here by this screw, that's where they clamped onto it to do the anodization. I thought it was kind of cool because of these egg-shaped depressions cut into that piece. They, I guess, got exposed to the electrochemical bath a little bit longer and got purple, while the rest of it got kind of blue. And that's an interesting color contrast, just by virtue of how the anodization process actually works. And just talking up the guy a little bit, you know, lovely fella that I see in there all the time. He owns it, and he was like, "Yeah, I kept one of these when I bought all these knives. I love it." And I was like, "Oh, maybe I've made the right choice." Well, I mean, I know what I'm getting. And you can see on the other side, it's an all plastic scale, but also with these egg-shaped dimply things. We've got a pretty long and pretty good deep ride pocket clip. I slipped it into my pocket, and it was good. It kind of rises up and blocks the lanyard slot a little bit. Design flaw, perhaps. But then when I got this thing home, what I found interesting was it has a mechanism that I've not seen before. I saw this, and I didn't look too closely, but I saw there was like, a post and a slot. I guess that's some kind of a safety catch or something. But no, it actually helps open the knife. Check this out. Do you see that? So here's how it works. This knife has a spring-assisted opening mechanism, and instead of a flipper tab, it uses this post, which is attached on the inside to a lever, which nudges the blade a bit, and then the spring takes care of the rest. If you look down inside, if I can get the lighting just right, you might be able to see the lever. I mean, see, it's just a screw that goes on down into this like metal thing that just pushes it, and that's it. That's all it does. Kind of neat. I just haven't seen that before. And the blade is a kind of almost a drop point blade. It's a tanto blade, technically, I think, a recurved tanto blade. The coating didn't make its full way around that tanto point, but that's okay. It's a gas station knife. The tank stamp says 3CR13 China. No reason to disbelieve that. That's a cheap-ass metal, but, you know, corrosion-resistant and all that good stuff. Stainless, even. The lockup was terrible when I first played with it a little bit. It has since improved immensely, but it kind of depends on how well you nudge the blade out with this post thing. If you just give it a little bit, sometimes it doesn't lock up at all. Or sometimes it just, I think I've broken it into the point where it has stopped doing that and it just opens, which is good. The centering is a little bit off, and there is some blade play, which if I were to tighten the pivot, it would also pull the blade into the center of the space between the liners. I just haven't gotten around to it because I don't care. I got this knife to look at it and fidget with it. Not really use it or anything like that. So I don't know the brand or anything like that, but I gotta talk to the guy. He seemed pretty amenable to sourcing things for me, because I asked him, hey, where do you get one of these turnstile acrylic cases anyway? I would like one of those. And he was like, oh yeah, we get it from a vendor. Like, half of the swag in the store comes from the same company. It all comes in from China. And they only sell to businesses. But if you want one, I can get you one. Some other customers were around, so I was like, hey, I'll see you again. We'll talk later. And I went about my day. So that's all. I just wanted to show this knife with a pretty interesting, unique to me mechanism. Now, I have seen knives before where there was a flipper tab that was like integrated into the knife, where when you pushed it, it kind of disappeared inside as the blade came open. But this one just has a little push lever thing. Pretty neat. I don't know of any other knives that have something like that. Let me know if there's something I'm missing. And one last thing. It's pretty big, but it feels pretty good in the hand, actually. Maybe I should use this. Maybe I should do a special where I just use legit truck stop gas station knives for a little while and let you know what I think. Although I feel like I've done that enough, and now I'm rambling. And I like to see more stuff like this. Artistic flair kind of stuff. That's truly what made this knife unique. That's what drew my eye to it. And now, it's mine.